Jonathan Tucker, and this is my Week 3 analysis for media anthropology. It's amazing how consumers have an unshakable trust in what we buy. Social media is driving transparency with companies. They have a social responsibility to be aware of the communities they serve. The baby boomers generation grew up in a world with one motto: if I have stuff, then I am successful. They wanted and wanted and wanted, and this created, in turn, an excess in goods by the time they hit corporate America leadership. In the last 50 years of business, companies are measured in profit solely on profit. CEOs that are successful deliver profits to shareholders. It's hard to criticize CEOs for social impact or item malfunctions. A Milton Friedman 1970 article in the New York Times published elaborated on how the formalities of companies used to generate profits. He said companies, with an exception of those who own stock, have no social duties. Profits minus dollars out equals profit. There was no soft cost. The international marketplace is hard to find a cheap place of labor because of import cost. Many companies go to countries that are exempt from such duty cost fees. For instance, Bangladesh, which only had 2, can you believe it, wastewater plants, out of 300 visited. There was no runoff stream sources for the dyes and other chemicals from the factories. This was creating a havoc, with creeks, rivers, streams, and oceans being overflooded with raw material. The video emphasizes on companies that want to have a purpose beyond profit. Although Vancouver ranks among one of the most livable cities in the world, one side of town is not so nice, however. A company opened up a dining establishment to make a haven for the community for food security peace. There is an employment program established to help with jobs, and there is a charity called the Better Life Foundation to feed, train, and employ. The problems in the neighborhood are big and intense. This company sacrificed dignity. The coin program allows you to buy a token, and then in turn the program gives you the chance to return that token in for food at the diner. They are serving between 90 and 120 meals a day currently. Potluck is another charity that operates a business. The purpose of this business is to add to the community as well. There are more and more nonprofits getting into profit motives in the 21st century business mindset. This is creating business, and small cafes are booming up everywhere. Small cafes is only one portion of Potluck's businesses. They also have a catering business, and they make between $800,000 and $1 million a year. 15,000 to 30,000 free meals are given out a year, and they provide wraparound life skill support, caring for mental health, relationships, and living arrangements, among other things. Looking beyond the bottom line is the key anthropological concept in this video. Consumers no longer think of businesses as a bubble. They think of them as their neighbors, community, and family. In organizations, taking are not what's going on right now. Companies are giving back. Current trends are that companies will continue to serve communities, and that this next generation will definitely help the younger generation. This video was very resourceful. There were many key points that I'm going to use for my own company. I learned that giving back to the community will be an effective mode, and it will also help those in need. I was once homeless, and I believe that giving back to the community and giving back to those in need will benefit your company greater in the future. You can get public relations exposure and other exposure for free. Among other things, anthropology was an important part of this video as well, because it showed how that the baby boomers generation idea on spending caused an overflow and excess of goods. This in return caused new jobs, and it caused or excess of spending. Once again, my name is Jonathan Tucker, and this is my Week 3 analysis. Everyone have a great weekend.